Let's make some completely untraditional bomb brownies. These are all of the ingredients that have already been measured out, except for the brown sugar, because I do want to teach you a few tricks and tips when it comes to measuring out baking ingredients. This recipe calls for packed brown sugar. So the way to do this is simply take the measuring cup, and what you're going to do is place that brown sugar in there, and you are going to lightly press it down with the back of the spoon so that you can pack it. What this does is eliminates the air that is within the brown sugar. So essentially, you are getting more. Instead of just measuring it normally, when you pack it, it releases all of the air bubbles in there, and you get more accurate measurements once it's packed. Whenever something calls for a level measurement, this is not a level measurement. The way to do this is simply by taking the back of a knife. So this is the baking powder, the back of a knife, and all you need to do is scrape off the excess, and this is how you do a level measurement. Very important in baking. So now all of the dry ingredients are in this bowl. Packed brown sugar, baking powder, almond flour, cocoa powder, and cinnamon. Using your whisk, you are going to break up these ingredients and mix them together. So you are going to break up the clumps of dry ingredients until they are a little bit finer. As you can see, I'm just pressing with that whisk to break them up and mix them together at the same time. Once they're pretty mixed up, you are going to add in the eggs, vanilla extract, and the melted salted butter. Then you just need to whisk them all together until they are completely combined. There shouldn't be any dry clumps of ingredients that are floating around in this. It all needs to be completely well mixed together, just like this. It is a very thick batter, as you can see. Once everything is combined, as shown right here, you are going to add in your chocolate chips. I chose to use mini ones. You can use whatever size you want and any type that you want. That already looks good. Don't eat all of it before you bake it. You need to spray your pan with some non-stick spray, and then you just need to press it into your pan as I'm doing here. The oven should already be preheated to 350 degrees. So once you add in all of your batter and press it down slightly, just getting it a little bit more even so that it bakes evenly and looks exactly like that. You can always do it in a thinner layer if you would like. I did it in a small pan. This is a pretty small recipe, so if you want, you can double it and make a larger batch. Put it on the middle rack and bake for 20 minutes. Then you're going to do the first toothpick test. So as you can see, that came out gooey. Once it does that, it needs more cooking time. So maybe another 10 minutes until you can check it and do another toothpick test, and it comes out dry, just like this one. Once it's like that, it is done, and you need to let it sit for at least 10 minutes before you eat it. I chose to serve this with whipped cream. This recipe is not overly sweet, so it goes well with other toppings that are sweeter, like vanilla ice cream, caramel, other chocolate sauce. This recipe is more cake-like. If you wrap up the leftovers while they are still warm, it will keep them gooey and soft. So how do they taste?
Fantastic.
You heard the man. Now click that button down below this video, register for the full course, and I will see you in the kitchen.